What's up, guys? Have you seen the trailer for Operation 7 yet? This one? If not, I'll let it run, or I'll put a timestamp on the screen so you can just skip past it.
Operation 7 is here. Ephyra, home of the Cog, decimated by the attack. It's a city built and rebuilt after decades of war. But the battle is never over. Ukon, a sinister mad scientist responsible for a new army of horrors.
Taste my power.
Resourceful and able to hold her own, Hannah Cole developed the tech to destroy swarm hives. And of course, we've got a new tour of duty. It's time to get ready for Operation 7.
A new operation means new characters, maps, tour of duty, and a whole bunch of changes to the PvE and PvP sides of the game. I wanted to cover everything in this new operation once the patch notes were released, so let's get into it. First, we have two new characters, Hannah Cole and Ukon. Hannah is the daughter of the legendary Augustus Coltrane and was debuted in the Hivebusters DLC. If you haven't played this DLC yet, I highly recommend it. I even have a collectibles guide on my channel if you happen to need it. Ukon was the main antagonist of Gears Tactics, which I covered a little bit, but never bothered to finish uploading the whole campaign to my channel. Again, another great game. We'll finally have some new characters to play, always good to see fresh faces. Some new maps are also coming with Operation 7. The main focus will be Ephyra. All we have so far is a little bit of footage in the trailer and this screenshot. There will also be 3 new Horde event specific maps called Atrium, Turbine and Command coming out, but that is all we know so far. I've really enjoyed the Horde events we got in Operation 6, so I hope these continue, and to see Horde specific maps is awesome. Now, there are a hell of a lot of PvE and PvP changes to cover, and I want to get everything done in this video, but I don't want it to be 20 minutes long. Let's go over the PvE changes first. The major thing the Coalition covered in their notes was their plan with duplicate cards. Any extra cards you have once you max out that skill card will be automatically scrapped for Gears coins. This has been asked for so long, and I'm glad it is finally happening. Any duplicates you have on the launch of Operation 7 will automatically be dismantled up to a maximum of 100,000 gear coins. Any duplicates after that, you will receive the full number of coins. This is just to stop people hoarding them now and getting a massive amount of currency. 5 classes are also going to be getting some major changes. All 4 promotional classes, the Architect, Protector, Striker and Slugger, as well as the Mechanic. The Mechanic's ultimate ability will be getting completely changed. Instead of spawning 2 explosive trackers, the Mechanic will now be able to spawn a stationary turret that any player will be able to man. This also means the Bloody Shrapnel card, which causes your trackers to deal some bleeding damage, this is going to get changed to Shredder rounds. This causes the rounds from the Mechanic's turret to cause bleeding damage instead. This sounds stupidly powerful, but I can imagine it will have a long cooldown to balance its power. It also means I need to redo my Mechanic guide. Each promotional class will be getting tweaked as well. Let's go through each class one at a time, starting with the Protector. Protector's ultimate ability, Drop Shield, has had its duration increased from 10 to 15 seconds. The cooldown has been dropped from 300 to 200 seconds. The class's passive ability has also been changed from every 6 headshot drops an ammo pilfer. Instead, it will now heal for 50% of bleeding damage and resist 30% melee damage. Some of the Protector's cards have also been changed. Regenerative Field will now have a 4.25 second delay on generating stim at every level of the card, but the amount of stim generated will go from 2 to 12 depending on the card's level. The Nasher M45 mod has also had its damage doubled at every level. Bloody Blade has had a small buff from 110 to 130% damage at level 6. Drop shield duration has been increased from 60 to 100% at level 6. The close range recharge skill card has also had the range increased from 3 to 5 meters. And lastly, 3 of this class's perks have also been changed. The Protector will no longer have critical damage, max health and ammo capacity, instead damage, damage resistance and movement speed. The Architect is next. Hologram has had its duration increased from 5 to 7 seconds and the cooldown reduced from 300 to 150 seconds. The Regenerative Field skill card has also had the same treatment as the Protectors. Custom Snub will no longer be a thing, becoming Deception instead. This new card will deal extra ballistic damage from the side or behind, similar to the Veterans. The Hologram Extend card has also been changed. The duration will be increased from all ballistic damage now, rather than just the Snub Pistol. Now, the Slugger. I think this is the one I am most excited to try out. Heavy Hitter, the Slugger's ultimate ability, has had its cooldown reduced from 300 to 200 seconds. This class's passive ability no longer regenerates the Slugger's ultimate faster when taking damage. Instead, 50% of explosive damage will be resisted. Heavy preparations will be going, and will be getting lethal preparations in its place. This will allow the Slugger to plant more grenade traps. Modified Frag will also be renamed to Grenade Proficiency, and has had its damage increased from 130 to 200% at level 6. Stopping Power will be getting removed, being replaced with Power Shot. This new card allows ballistic shots to pass through an unlimited number of targets and also do increased damage. Follow-up will also be getting removed, being replaced with Impact Receiver. This new card will allow the Slugger to stun drones with active shotgun shots when within 10 meters. Rough Skin has been changed to resist all damage within 15 meters, rather than just melee damage, and 3 perks have also been changed for this class as well. Shotgun damage, max health and movement speed are being changed to damage, damage resistance and grenade supply. This is a brand new perk that I've wanted to see on a class for some time now. Lastly, the Striker. The ultimate ability, Enhanced Melee, has had its cooldown reduced from 300 to 200 seconds. Passive has also changed from damage you take recharges your ultimate faster to when damage is taken, move 50% faster for 4 seconds. The Bloody Breaker skill card has been increased from 55 to 130% at level 6. First Strike will be getting buffed from 35 to 100% at level 6 as well. Stim Siphon will now generate 120 HP of Stim, up from 23 at level 6. Team Up has been removed, being replaced with Melee Armor, which will instead grant up to 50% melee resistance. Melee Rush has also been changed. It will no longer enhance the Striker's passive, instead it will give up to 35 seconds of ultimate cooldown. 2 perks have also been changed for this class. Max health and movement speed will become damage and damage resistance. There are a few PvE changes that I'll quickly list off as well. The Lambent Drone, Lambent Grenadier and Lambent Baron will be added to Horde and Horde Frenzy, as the Locust recently were. Their spawning has also been fixed, so they no longer spawn close to Locust or Swarm units. And when they are killed, the explosion will damage enemies properly. Wardens that spawn in as bosses or mini-bosses will once again have an icon and a health bar. However, Wardens can still spawn in as normal enemies, but those ones have had their health reduced from 15,000 to 10,000. Some boss combinations have also been revised, and the Flash Grenade has been added to the Fabricator. There's been a couple of fixes in Escape as well, as some enemies and doors were not working properly in a few of the escapes. I'll put a list on screen now. And there's a few class fixes as well. The Tactician's ultimate ability, Resupply, will no longer have plus 50% increased duration in Horde. The Gambit card for the demolitions wasn't working properly, so this should be fixed. And the Intervention skill card for the Combat Medic will now be able to revive multiple teammates at once. That's a lot of changes. I hope this video doesn't go on to be too long. Still got the PvP changes to cover. So, PvP is being shaken up a little bit. Ranked will now be called competitive, and competitive will no longer use gear points, but will use a total point system for each playlist. More points means you have been performing better and you'll get certain rewards for hitting certain milestones. When competitive drops, it will have control, team deathmatch, 2v2 nashers, free for all with 8 players, and guardian. But execution 2.0 and escalation will be added soon after as well. The reward you get for playing PvP will be the following. Hitting 100,000 points will give you a mark, 5,000 XP and 1,000 coins. Hitting 500,000 points will give you another mark, 10,000 XP and 2,000 coins. Hitting 1 million points will give you a banner, 15,000 XP and 3,000 coins. If you end the season in the top 1,000 players of a particular playlist as well, you will also receive parts of the new heroic weapon skin, which is called Heroic Obsidian. But we only have a screenshot of the Lancer so far, however it does look really nice. Different playlists will grant this skin for different weapons, and I'll put a list on screen now. Mutators are being added to Versus custom lobbies, as well as the Pipe, Snow Shot, Clock Shot, Cupid's Thought Bolt and the Golden Gun. This is going to make it possible to have some wacky custom variants to play around with. Lastly, a Field of View option, FOV, is going to be added to the Xbox One Series S and X devices, and crossplay is going to be removed. I know that will make a lot of you happy. Personally, I am indifferent to it, but I do understand the frustrations. That is an insane number of changes to bring out in one big go. The last thing to really look at is the Tour of Duty, but we have only been teased with this image so far. However, the Coalition has released a full list of rewards, so I'll put the list on screen now. I have compiled it to be smaller, and all the challenges have also been released, so I'll start listing them off as I do the outro for this video. Operation 7 will be going live on Tuesday the 18th of May, so try to get the last few things from Operation 6 before it ends. Keep an eye out on my channel for my Demolitions Horde guide, and if you'd like to see me cover everything gears wise, especially Horde, then be sure to subscribe to see when I upload. I hope you gearheads have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next one.
Up, they're here. Weapons locker deployed. This is gonna be fun. The onslaught begins. You be spotted. You're not afraid to die.